Here we are again in the Ignition studio, Deal News Live from the show floor at AIME Expo. JT, this is not your first rodeo, but this is make or break time for Rockit bars. What do you know? What's going on?
I'm not sure what I know, but I definitely know what's going on. So, we have a brand new product that's fairly innovative. We're going to do a montage of all the reaction shots later, but about 13 years ago, we planted a seed, an idea, something that we wanted, which was electric adjustable risers. So you can make the adjustment literally while you're riding on the fly. You have everything down from a drag bar up to 16 inches aped.
I get it from the mechanical perspective, but what do you do with the cable links and stuff? Do those go internal through the bars, or do you have a spool system? How does that happen?
So it would be more like a standard T-bar setup. As a DIY guy, a new service has their protocols. We just fit it where it looks best. That being said, the newer road glides, a lot of those, and some of the other bikes have extended cables already, so that's not needed. Of course, most bikes out there do need a cable extension. If you have a lowrider ST or something like that with a digital gauge like I do, you are going to need to extend that wire as well to the gauge. But it's a standard riser install, with the exception of moving that wire back to the battery. And that was by design, of course, right? We wanted to make it easy, we wanted to make it accessible, and function, essentially the way our risers service now, but have the ability to move around, right? Flexibility.
So you're at the critical stage now. What happens? Do you go consumer direct, dealer direct? Do you pick up a distributor, and what happens?
Sure. I think at different times we had different ideas about that. It's been a learning. We actually have 7 patents on the product internationally. So, the idea originally was, hey, let's license this thing, right? We just cash in, step out, and go ride. We learned a lot about
like that idea.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. But it's also been a great experience jumping into the manufacturing scene. My background is actually dealing with channel partners and things like that. So dealers were forefront for me. I do see a lot of value in that. And that's why we're here today, of course, right? We do have direct to consumer already up and running. So you can go to rocketbars.com and, buy now, please do. As we build out the dealer network, I would say that's definitely going to be our largest channel, especially for the time being. Distributors, as you know, to serve them, we're going to need to do a lot more production, and we're going to need to make a little revenue first before we can do that.
Yeah, baby steps before you can run.
That's right. Yeah, 100%.
Again, you've said it's 3 and 4 years in. This is not an overnight success, and this is not a whimsical decision. You are all in for this. It needs to work.
That's right. So the comment I made before we started is, sort of how you're faring, or how's it going? And, I've actually met a lot of people here at the show that can relate to this, which is when you're bringing a new product, you have to have the passion behind it. And the truth is, I've swum so far that to swim back to shore, I'm probably not going to make it, which means I'm getting to the other side. And, this is our first time exhibiting. AIME has been on our target list. This has been a goal for a lot of years. So to be out here has been great. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time for all the great stories, but it has been received well. And we're very excited.
Well, we still got another day and a half of showtime. Where can the people watching live stream that are here find you on the show floor?
We are at booth 980, and if you seek out Indian, which is a larger, booth next to us, we love Indian. We're just catty corner there, and you can't miss us. We have a bright red snap lock floor. So come sit on the bike, test it out, and I'll tell you again, wait till you see the montage of reaction shots. It's amazing, but experience it for yourself, because you got to sit on the bike, you got to touch it, you got to feel it, you got to understand it, connect it to how you ride, and that's what we're doing today.
Well, that's awesome. And it's wired, so you can actually do that as if it was on the fly and you were on the road. Right?
That's right. We do have a video that sort of shows, uh, a couple different use cases. Again, it's dependent on what you ride and how you ride. Two big things I can say is, I was born a sport bike kid. Well, dirt bikes first, like many of us. Came up through sport bikes. Was really motivated by a video that a lot of us saw back in the day, where the sport bikers were trying to keep up with a Harley that was just banging pegs left and right, and that got me excited about Harley. So I should also mention we are Harley centered for our V1. Um, but I do a lot of touring, and I've been out and about. I've been testing these for 3-4 years now, or I think almost 4 years on the road with our V1 go to market. Dodged a tornado, did a flash flood, all the dirt, all the grime, everything, and in that process, we learned the use cases. We knew why we wanted it from the people, right? Because they said, "Oh, that's amazing! I can use it for X." So, as an example, with my lowrider ST, if I'm rolling up to the Rockies, I can get all the way down into that sport position. I can kick my feet on the back pegs and tuck, and now it's a full sport experience, right? I mean, I can ride the twisties with apes.
You can,
Yeah, but I prefer not to, right? And then as I pulled into Main Street or wherever else, and I wanted to kind of look cool or just be hanging, I'd throw it up into the 8 position, and I was good to go. And it happened so fast. The switches, the movement is so easy, not too fast. We found that right, movement. So that's a good use case for me. Women riders are going crazy for it, and everywhere I go, I get a lot of questions about that because, as we see in the industry, a lot more women are moving into this and riding bigger bikes, right? And they want to be empowered to do that, but a lot of the standard options don't give them the pullback they need, or the height, or the combination of both.
So when you activate that mechanism, are there fixed lock points that it goes to, or can you stop it at any point in the rise?
You can stop at any point in the rise.
That woman rider that needs it exactly right there, it is there. It's not 3 position and that's it.
That's right. Yep. So the fitment is literally just bring it all the way back almost to a 90, lift it up to where you need it, and then you can bring it towards you. You can move it back. I mean, you have to see it to believe it, to be honest. And we have the video, but if you're here at the show, we'd love to see you at the booth.
Yeah, for sure. And that video is online, so I can.
It is. So rocketbars.com. Again, we are open for business. We do have we have one video there. We're just now starting to populate our content. We've been really just focusing on getting the product out. Outside of some viral videos that we've had along the way, which has been a blessing, and some wind in our sails. We really, we haven't done a lot of marketing. So if you Google us, I don't even think our website is ranked at this point, but our subscriber list grows every week. So the word is out, but now the product's out too, which is nice. Yeah.
And then here at the trade show, the industry's eyes are finally on it.
Yes. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, just arriving to this moment, and this is for all the people that are developing products out there or have. I see you. I know the pain, and today's a win. It's been great.
So, common theme with everybody that I've talked to, from dealers to JD Power, is the enthusiasm and the passion that we all have for this. There are easier ways to make a hard living, or harder ways to make a living. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, we're doing it wrong, and yet we still keep coming back here and doing it.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. I can't figure out if I'm a glutton for punishment, or if there's a dysfunction of some sort, but I love bikes. I've been around them forever, and it's been a dream to work in the industry and bring something like this to it. It's more than I could dream of, actually.
Well, I've said it a million times. I have the best job in the industry because I get to see stories like this start out. You come to the show, we talk, you refine it, and then pretty soon, 20 years from now, you're going to be an overnight success, and I'm going to remember back and say, no, that first conversation and the dream actually does come true.
Thank you. Yeah, I love to hear that. I love to hear it. Yeah. Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate
it.
Take care.